is amazing for your strength.
Yeah, the best roll of the night is my worst stat.
Oh, well, now it's being damaged. The pumpkin might be disqualified, but we'll deal with that later. But, so yes, you asked her about that. She didn't reply what she had said. I think, or did you say?
No, I did. I just repeated it in Danish.
In Danish? Oh, you did.
Yeah.
So she repeated. She answered you by repeating what she said in Danish.
You asked me what I said, so I said it again.
But she's also called her dog and is now starting to head towards the Raven and helping her friend up to walk as well. Tasden, something's going up. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt that you realize everyone is mobilizing towards...
Autobots, roll out.
You seem upset about the Raven. Well, party in the next building.
Who are you?
Keep going. Go with them.
You just invite us all back to your house for a nightcap.
He is a rich kid. All right.
I live at the inn.
Alrighty. And...
Snag a bottle and follow behind them.
You got it, Woo. Do you follow with this group now? Effectively, do you gather forth your party before venturing on?
Yes. I do follow.
Right. So effectively, the marching order, if you want to picture it, two drunk ladies using each other for equal support. A little bat that is slightly tipsy.
Yes, dude, and that's my character.
And also a dog which seems to be totally sober and a little on edge, which you notice the fur is bristling a little bit on the dog, and he's also doing a little bit of a low growl. Something is bothering the dog, which you, even no matter how drunk you are, you realize that something's wrong with your dog. Something is kind of spooking it a bit. And then next in order would be, would I say then, Baylor? Would you be next then, behind these two women? Or who would be next? Like who?
Yeah, I could follow behind them, but I'm still grumbling the whole time about how she chased away my Raven, and I saw it first.
Yep.
My Raven. Raven stealer. All right. And I take the rest of the groups following that way. So the Raven, as you guys get close to it, the dog does start to growl and start to spread its front legs out a little bit, and it does look up and let out a bit more growl. At that point, the Raven just picks up and then flies out off the rooftop towards a big oak tree and just kind of lands up in the tree.
I keep following it. Does my dog come with me?
Yep, he does, but he's being ushered by you. You almost feel him kind of. He pushes his head against you a little bit, as if to to try and stop. Like you feel the dog trying to resist. Kind of push you back a bit. Actually, the dog feels a little on edge, and he's getting very protective of you now. The bat, on the other hand, it's flown ahead of you. Whoa! Realizes that you guys are behind it, and it flies back again.
He's got the ADD, Batty McPatterson. Are my hands still on Ilva's butt as we're walking, or
could be? Could be. Yeah.
Are we hand in hand, tra-la-line, possibly like skipping slightly?
Mm-hmm. Skipping. I hope we're skipping. I'd like to be skipping with you.
Skipping.
We're still a little drunk in this mess, and We're hot messes.
It's true. I told you we're white girl wasted.
White girl wasted.
White girl wasted.
Yeah, medieval
also,
style.
Farnsworth as well is starting to follow the group of you. The rest of the people that are drinking, celebrating, and all that stuff haven't really noticed that you guys have stepped off to head off somewhere. But basically, you're now in an area where there's a bunch of loose trees that are here. It used to be a lot more trees here, but a lot of them were chopped down to make the buildings and all that stuff around here. It's heading up more to the foothills, to the not really a mountain compared to the Rockies, but the Appalachians, kind of a mountain, which is Mount England, where the river comes from.
So I get this straight. This Raven has fluttered from a tree where it was watching the party to a little further away to another rooftop.
And then when people got
and then as people approached, it fluttered off a little distance again.
I think he's luring us.
I'm getting the sense. No.
I look at my friend and
wrong here.
I like being lured.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Drunk girl giggles. We're onto it, but we're kind of drunk and giddy. We're just like, whatever, the fuck this shit. Let's have some fun.
Any
Nope.
precautions the rest of the group may wish to take?
Come on, boys. How are you going to save us?
Can I do like maybe a little bit of a check to see what's out ahead, or like a spell check to see what's going on?
Spot check. You can do a spot check. You got a -2 because you're a little drunky.
I'm sobering up, okay?
Yeah. Oh wait, you got it. Yeah.
What pace are we moving at right now?
Just regular. Well, if you're being led by these two.
Well, how fast
We're
is
moving at
one?
about a yellowbeard stagger. Okay.
So yeah, spot. Sorry, it would be
Let's
a spot.
let's spot something. Let's see what I can spot up there.
Yep.
You ready? Ready for this, guys? Let's do. Give me something good. Oh, fuck my life. We're drunk. We're drunk for this shit.
Apparently, there's a lot more of Ilva's cleavage being exposed from her shirt.
My spidey senses are preoccupied. It's a good thing Patty McPatterson's got the brains in this outfit.
I'm gonna start paying a little more attention to some of the shadowed places around the buildings.
Does anyone have like knowledge religion?
No.
We don't do religion here. This is a religionless
You
world.
know, a cleric would probably have that, eh?
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys are basically getting up towards the tree, there's a cool wind that blows again, and you know how like you're really happy and you're drunk, but then all of a sudden that chill and you get that kind of weird sudden sober. Both you two ladies are now sober.
Oh, thank God.
Well, that's disappointing.
No hangover.
True.
No, I find if I sober up before I go to bed, the hangover's worse.
But basically, you just got this weird chill that's kind of set you straight. You are a little tipsy and blurry, but you're not really suffering any more negatives now.
Put on the
You are
sober
tipsy,
face.
but not enough. You're a bit tipsy, but not enough to really give you any penalties at this point now.
Okay.
You're not shit-faced, you're just tipsy. You got that point of either stopping or building back up again. That type of moment right now. But it does get that way.
Where are we at in proximity to the boys?
They're behind you a bit, probably.
Oh, we ran off ahead of them.
Yep. The dog, your dog basically just is not wanting to go forward too much now. He is kind of a little on edge.
I like to think we have enough sense to slow down and let them boys catch up. I think now that we like realize something's going down, we're done giggling and tra-la-line. I think we're like, oh shit.
Do you know me at all? Like, I'm pretty much fuck you. I can take care of my goddamn self. I don't need no motherfucking boys.
Well, then I stand behind you and point you in front as my meat shield. Protect me, maiden.
Chill, that same chill you felt earlier just basically hit the women ahead of you, and now that chill kind of just washes over you as well, and it's somewhat sobering, the chill that hits you, and then Tazdrin and Wu, the same chill kind of hits over you, something unnatural here, and at that point you also hear a slight rumbling of thunder as the storm that has been waiting is now finally sounding like it's coming.
Ooh, you think they're wet, Ilva.
Farnsworth, my hat.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
The back.
Put my hat on.
Yes.
Should I put my hood back on?
At that point, there is a swirl, a sudden swirl of a purplish light ahead of you guys.
The what?
It's like a swirl of purplish light in some sort of elliptical disc. The disc swirls of light, and for a brief moment it rips open, and what you see is loose snow-covered rocks and what looks like a Danish person comes falling through this gateway.
Right.
And
it's that guy coming for you.
And,
He's
and at the
pissed.
same point, the thing just quickly closes. As it's quickly closing, you notice another din chasing behind this guy who seems to be close to 9 feet tall and about 5 feet wide at the shoulder. His skin is paler than a normal din, and he's got such ice blue eyes. And
It's a
there's
frost
What is that,
giant?
a White Walker?
Oh, hell no.
The White Walker.
No, actually, it's a din.
Frost giant.
It's a din that, well, it looks like there's some giant blood in him as it's chasing after the guy, but the gateway just closes, and the guy falls down onto the ground, and there's a big, huge spludge of blood of blood that comes out from underneath him as he hits the ground. And there is a thick amount of blood over his body. There's a couple of cleave marks that have cut open his shoulder blade.
Oh, no.
And
So the frost giant is still on the other side of the portal, right?
And that portal just
Okay.
closed right up.
Let's go and explore this stuff. We gotta heal this guy.
At this point,
We
he's
have
just kind
no
of...
heals. We have a party of no fucking heals.
Well, I have like a little bit of heal power, like not a spell, but I think it's one of my checks. It's not really. It's a thing that's gonna. I'm not really good at it. I might fuck him up.
The healing
It's
skill?
gonna be another pizza face. Lay on hands that just fuck you up.
All right, the guy...
Sounds like Steady Stab, get better
the
or
guy that is bleeding out has kind of this Chris Hemsworth type of feel to him.
Ooh.
See, I thought there was that.
I react immediately.
Open boobs.
Baylor, you deal with that, Dad. Can you help him?
I trudge through the mud around everyone and get up to him and with a little shuffle kick his leg with my boot. Maybe I will have 3 today. I will assess his wounds based on what I've seen on bodies.
Okay, no problem. Laying on his stomach, he seems to be okay. He looks like he's got a bad cleave on the one shoulder. It looks like
You can probably bounce an acorn off that butt cheek, though.
Oh. Grabs acorn. I theory. Yup. Sorry, Ova. I have looked at another. Please forgive me.
Oh, I'm looking too, honey.
Oh, sharing? All right, so sharing is...
Well, I'll help roll him over. Help roll him over so you can get a better look at his wounds.
Okay, you roll him over, you can see his intestines partially stuck into the mud. As
Oh,
he's
that's
got a
not
stomach cut.
Yeah.
You can have him. I don't want it.
Basically, it looks like he's got a gut wound, and part of his intestine has come out from that wound. It looks like
Does
he's-
anyone have sewing skills?
Hey, if you have rope, I can tie it back in.
Baylor, you need to
Use
check
rope.
on how
That's
this
a
guy's
skill.
wounds might
That's
be
a
right
skill
now.
you can use.
Yes.
How interesting this is! And I put my hands right into his guts and kind of pull them up in my hands, letting them bleed all over.
You're supposed to tuck them back in.
Something that's gonna help.
Would I want them back in?
Wrong direction.
Can I craft a sewing kit to fix this shit?
At that point, he says something in Danish.
Ooh, I must understand it. Tell me what he said.
I can understand too.
You got it. I was going to do my little Google thing and kind of badly say some stuff, but basically, he does say in Danish that he just sits there and he's being directed to the blood of the wolf. Which one of you holds the blood of the wolf? He says in Danish.
Everybody stares at Ilva.
I translate.
Do you get wolves in your bloodline?
I mean, I don't really know much.
Sorry, I love your dun 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 zoom in.
My family.
Blood of the wolf?
Does that mean anything to me after all the things my mother has taught me about the Danish culture?
Yes, the old clans and all that stuff were very totem based. Some of the old clans were wolf, bear.
Okay.
You also had, that type of thing as well. Funny enough, there was a clan of the Raven as well in amongst the old Danish.
Do I know from which of these tribes I hail?
You do believe you probably were wolf.
I raise my hand awkwardly.
Okay, at that point you just see him kind of pause, and he kind of stands himself up slowly.
No, you stay down, dude. We don't want you bleeding out yet.
At this point, he also notices that part of his intestine is actually pulled out a little bit more now and kind of glances over at Paylor. He tells you, then
Yeah,
as he
it is
goes to
18
reach for
feet.
his axe, right? And
He
starts
what?
to
He
lift
tells
his
me
axe
what?
up.